On this episode, we are joined by a beautiful bride called Lisa.
And if anything could have gone wrong, it absolutely did go wrong.
Including a flat battery on a golf buggy.
All loved up and ready to propose? Or maybe you're searching for the perfect wedding ring. My Jewellery Shop are your engagement and wedding ring experts. At My Jewellery Shop, it's your time to shine. Gold Coast Highway, Nobby Beach, and myjewelleryshop.com.au. Moira Major and Nikki Amos.
We pronounce you unfiltered. Welcome to We Pronounce You
Unfiltered.
Now, hello to Danielle, to Sydney Ann, Brenda, Christy 76, Bella Buell 9 on Instagram, the 3D Ward Project on TikTok. I'm thoroughly intrigued.
Yeah.
And also James Nichols as well. They've left us some lovely comments. Please feel free to send us any messages. We've even got Tegan who said that you were their celebrant on their wedding day, and she was the sickest she's ever been.
Yeah, the poor darling. She was not coping at all.
Oh, the poor
Luckily,
love.
they'd already set up the fact that they did not want a long ceremony anyway. So it was nice and short and sweet. But she was on death's door.
Oh, my gosh. Now, on today's episode, you know what? You're going to love it. Poor Lisa.
Yeah.
Whatever could go wrong.
Did go wrong.
Exactly.
You're actually not going to believe
I
that
know.
all those things could go wrong.
Oh, dear God.
Yeah, so my wonderful wedding.
Yes.
Yes.
Overall, it's a very memorable wedding. Like it gives us a great many laughs. But so basically my husband's best man said he couldn't come to the wedding. He was in the army at the time, as was my husband.
Yeah.
And he had to go outfield. And it's like, sorry, mate, I can't come. The night before the wedding, he rings up and says, hey, guess what? I've managed to get a day off early and I'm coming back from bush. So the night before the wedding, he's like, I can make it now. I'm going to get a flight at lunchtime at Rockhampton.
Yep.
So he had no suit. So none of the suits matched, none of the shoes matched. Because he got into Brisbane at 1:00 and the wedding started at 2:00 at the Gold Coast.
No. Oh, at the Gold Coast.
Oh, my
And he was
gosh.
in Brisbane.
Yeah. So his girlfriend at the time, who's now his wife, sped all the way down. He got dressed in the car, literally got dressed in the car.
Hope she didn't get a
And I
speeding
think he
ticket.
arrived about 2 minutes before I got to the church.
Oh,
Wow.
So-
what a
timing.
legend.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was awesome. And like when people are like, oh, like what's with the shoes? I'm like, don't like long story, but you
He's
know what?
here. That's all that
Yeah,
matters.
so
Yeah.
that's all that matters. And he's also not in any, that's why I remember he's not in any of the photos as well. You know, they have the photos. So that's why he's not in any of the photos either. So then come to the actual, the wedding. The hairdresser on her way over to my mum's house to do our hair, she had a car accident.
You're kidding.
So she was late and she's like, oh my God, I just had an accident. We're like, oh, it's so terrible, blah, blah, blah.
She would have been in all sorts too, shaky.
You don't want
it was
someone like that doing your hair, though.
So much pressure to put her under, and then to have an accident on the way over. It was pretty stressful for her. But she, you know what? She did an amazing job, and she smashed through all her hairs.
A
and
true
did an
professional.
awesome job. Yeah, very professional. We had ordered, or booked 2 photographers because I really wanted to get the boys getting ready and us girls getting ready, and then just have lots of different pictures throughout the night. So we paid for this 2 photographers, but one of them got stuck in traffic, and so he didn't actually arrive until after 4 p.m. that afternoon.
You're
So he was meant to be
kidding.
there at 10.
Where
and
was
didn't
he
get there until
stuck?
4. Yeah, it was like, oh, we got $100 off the price, so.
Oh, is
Who
that
cares?
all?
That's
And
ridiculous.
that's not even the point. Yeah, you didn't get
No,
those
and
gets
that's
stuck
the
in?
thing. Like, those are those moments that we missed in the morning, and then it's one of those things. But I had to cop it on the chin. Couldn't get upset on my wedding day.
Absolutely not.
And when
No.
the main photographer, when he actually got to my parents' house, though, my dad's like, "Hey, mate, you got a flat tire." So my
that
dad
why he
got
was
underneath
late?
his car, and so there's lots of car issues on the
Yes,
day.
very
It was really
much.
weird. It was like, I think there would end up being like 3. So my dad got under, changed his tire for him while he's taking photos of us.
Wait, in his suit? In your dad in his suit?
No,
He wasn't ready yet.
My dad is a very my dad likes to fix things. He's a very big fixer. So he went and got his overalls on. He put his overalls on, and he went and changed the tire, and then he come out and put his stubbies and his singlet on and wiped all the grease off himself and had a shower. And then got his tux on and had the photos with us. So
bless
you know,
Dad.
my dad's not one to let something go. So he's like had to fix it for the photographer.
Oh, he's a good dad.
Yeah. So then we had our photos. We were running a bit late because obviously with all the hold-ups that were happening. And Mum hopped in the car and she was meant to take all the flowers to the church because the boys didn't have their buttonholes, but she forgot them. So I'm getting in the car. We had these, you know, those luxury old vintage cars. And I'm getting in. And, Helen forgot the flowers. I'm like, what? Who forgot what? And they're like, nothing. Just get in the car. And yeah, so it turns out she forgot to take the buttonholes. So the boys have no buttonholes, flowers in the photos. Mum got there about a few minutes before me. So we had to do a few laps. I'm like, why are we doing laps of like the chapel? So they're doing laps so that they could go and dress the boys before I got to the chapel. So that was just another thing to add to it. And then we got to the car park and there's one of the guests is still in the car getting dressed. I'm like, oh, what happened? They're like, my wife forgot to bring my shirt down from the Brisbane, so I had to go to Robina and go buy one.
Oh, my gosh.
She bought the shirt. So he had to rush off to Robina Towns Centre to go get a shirt for the wedding. So he's still, like, getting dressed. So we got photos of him, like, shoving his shirt into his pants. Yeah, okay, any more hold-ups? Like, all good, you know, happy days, happy thoughts.
Oh, Lisa, it's look, you haven't even had the ceremony yet and so much has gone wrong. But, you know, Mum's with the flowers, everything, the flat tire, the photographer, everything else. But when you got to the ceremony, you couldn't even get inside. We need to hear this story next. All right, Nikki, there's a lot of talk about lab-grown diamonds, and I guess a lot of people don't actually know what that means.
No.
Like, what's the difference between lab-grown and mined diamonds?
Well, aside from being man-made in the lab using cutting-edge technology, lab-grown diamonds are visually, chemically and physically identical, so you wouldn't even tell the difference.
No, to a mined diamond, but they're also eco-friendly. That's a big thing. Ethically sourced is another thing as well, and they cost 30% less.
30%
than mined diamond.
Discover the irresistible pool of created diamonds by My Jewelry Shop, the Gold Coast's only fully accredited jeweller offering certified, sustainably rated diamonds.
At My Jewelry Shop, it is your time to shine.
Celebrating 10 years.
10 years.
10 years
How
at Nobby
good.
Beach.
Or myjewelryshop.com.au.
All loved up and ready to propose? Or maybe you're searching for the perfect wedding ring. My Jewelry Shop are your engagement and wedding ring experts. At My Jewelry Shop, it's your time to shine. Gold Coast Highway, Nobby Beach, and myjewelryshop.com.au.
We are chatting with Lisa. Bless your cotton socks. We've got to the ceremony and things just kept on going wrong.
All ready to go into the church. The girls go in. We had the music timed out. I'd had Hey Soul Sister by Train.
Beautiful.
With the music.
Excellent.
I thought it was very fitting. It was very fitting for me and my husband. And we had it all timed out. And when it came to my turn to go up into the chapel, I couldn't get up. My dress was too big and I couldn't fit up the stairs.
Oh, no.
No way.
Yeah. So I tried a couple of times. I tried, you know, walking out, didn't work. Tried holding my dress with one hand, didn't work.
So did it
I
have
had to give my flowers and everything to my dad and hoik my dress up or over my knees and, lift myself up the stairs into the chapel.
Is that because your dress had hoops and like they're those
so I had like
hoops?
a ball gown type princess dress and I had a double hoop underneath and it would not fit through the door. So had to hoik it up and squish it and then push, try and walk up the stairs and then let it all go. And like, I'm here. And then grab my flowers, got down there. That all went fine.
Great.
And then so we got through the ceremony, got through the photos, and then it was time to go for the photos around the golf course.
Yeah.
It was it used to be Robina Woods.
Oh, yeah.
I know where you are, yeah.
And so they gave us golf buggies, and there was 4 golf buggies. And they gave us alcohol, which probably in hindsight wasn't a great thing, but it was still fun.
Don't tell me that was the last car accident.
There's either a wine glass or a beer glass. I'm like, why didn't we just put them down? Anyway, we're having photos. We're going along, and the storm clouds are starting to roll in a bit. And we're like, we're trying to get photos. We said, look, it's getting pretty dark. Should we head back? And the photographer says, like, no. I got one more spot that I want to go to. Like, I found this perfect little spot. Let's go get photos. So we went down there, and it was a chair which was covered in bird poo.
Lovely.
Perfect.
Yeah. And then he's like, it's starting to rain. Let's get the umbrellas out. So we've got the umbrellas out, and he's like, do this, do that, do all these photos. It's getting so dark. I get the photos back, 2 weeks later. Those photos are like terrible. One, they're all out of focus. It's so dark that our faces are blurred, but there's also watermarks on them from the raindrops that had dropped on the lens.
What?
So,
this is your professional photographer?
So all those photos are absolutely useless. I mean, they're good for a laugh, but you can't print them because they're actually not in focus because it was that dark. It got so dark so quickly because of the clouds and the storm that the photos, it couldn't focus. And
I hope he didn't charge you.
I was a bit bummed about that. He charged me full price. Well, apart from the $100 off for the photographer being late.
Oh my God.
That's a bit of a sore point.
Of
yes.
course.
I'll get to that later.
Yeah.
Yes.
Heading back was like, okay, it's starting to get really heavy now. Let's head back. And we're going along. I was driving because, I'm the best driver out of me and my husband.
Yeah.
Of course.
He didn't even have a license at the time. So,
good.
He had, get this, the Army gave him a truck license, but he didn't have a civilian car license. So I don't know how that works.
Oh, there's a lot of faith in our Army now, isn't there?
That's right.
Yeah. So I was driving, and my husband goes, why are you slowing down? Come on, keep going. I'm like, I'm not slowing down. I got my foot on the, all the way down. And next minute, it's just stopped. It ran out of battery. So, yeah, the battery in the buggy went flat. And I was like, no, it's flat. And we're stuck out on the golf course. It's raining. It's getting dark.
So everyone else had taken off and left you there?
No. They're all behind us.
Oh,
so they're like, why are you stopping? Why are you stopping? So we actually nearly caused an accident because one of them wasn't paying attention and he nearly crashed, and he actually cracks the windscreen. But they didn't charge us.
Excellent. Oh my
yeah. And they're like, we're like, crap, what do we do? Like, we don't have our phones on us because we left all the phones at the reception.
Yeah.
So the best man in all his glory, he's like, okay, ready? Brace for impact. 3, 2, 1, bang. And he kept ramming us. So he'd hit the back of our buggy with his and just pushed us all the way along, all the way until we got back. We got to about the car park. And also they're like, what's taking them so long? It's raining, blah, blah, blah. And they come out and they're like, what are you doing? And we're like, the buggy went flat. They're like, keep doing that. Keep doing that. So they're encouraging us to keep pushing it with the other buggy.
Yeah.
It actually pulled the bumper off the buggy.
Oh, good.
But once again, they didn't charge us. Because,
that's good.
It was
Well, it was their fault.
So
it went flat anyway.
Yeah. Giving us a flat buggy. So, yeah, we got all these photos of the bridal party because then they had to get me up the hill and over the speed bump. So I'm steering it and they're all pulling and pushing it, but we all got wet. So in all the photos now, like all the bridesmaids have a blue coloured dress. Yeah, all their bums are wet. So in the photos, all their wet bums. and all our hair's a mess and the makeup's a mess. And I'm just like, oh, God, so much for your perfect photos.
Yeah. Oh my God, you sound like
memories. And by that stage, because they're still drinking with all the beer and all the wine, the best man and my sister, who was the matron, were quite pissy by that stage.
Right, good.
So that made for some interesting things the other night.
What do you mean by that?
Well, some very I love my sister, but she likes to steal the spotlight.
Oh.
So we're up at the, when it comes time for the speeches and everyone's trying to give the speech and the best man's giving his speech and my sister's just like, rah, 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 and, sticking her nose in it. And I'm like, quiet. And I missed the whole speech. Like, everyone's clapping and cheering. I'm like, woohoo! I have no idea what you just said, but obviously it was great.
Did someone record it?
Well, I don't know what he actually said because he didn't keep the speech either. So to this day, I don't know what the best man actually said at the speech.
Oh, that's
But
terrible.
apparently it was great.
Oh, good. Well, your sister liked it.
Did your
Well, she
husband?
didn't hear it, and then she got her jewelry stuck in my hair. So
I
got
can't.
photos of her reaching down and pulling my hair back with her. And then on the dance floor, she decided it was a great time to hug me from behind, and she was drunk. She pulled me over. We fell over on the dance floor. It took about 5 people to get me back up with my humongous dress.
Oh, of course.
Going to the toilet.
That would have been a nightmare.
That was an mission. It took all 3 bridesmaids to get me into the toilet.
Well, in that cubicle
so
door, if you can't get in the door.
One of them had to climb over the stool and hang over the side of the toilet stool just to hold the dress up at the back. And so I decided after that, I'm like, no more toilet breaks tonight.
No, that's it. Yep.
Yeah. And then it ended up being a supercell that came through. It was like a mini cyclone that rolled through that night, to the point where the doors, like when people tried to go outside, the door, you couldn't push the doors open because the wind was blowing such a gale.
Yeah.
And it was absolutely insane. And I thought, well, they say it's good luck if it rains on your wedding night. So what does a cyclone mean?
I don't know. I mean, are you still together? Let's hope you are.
Yeah. Surprisingly, yes. So, it's just like one thing after another. Like I say, they run us through. Like, so we had the car accident, the
I think that was like a run of 10.
But it made for some great memories. But yeah, the only sore point was afterwards was the photos. Like he did charge us a lot, and it turns out he didn't edit half of them. So he edited the first few because he did like a what was it called? A PowerPoint screenplay at the reception for the first photos throughout the day. But pretty much from that point on, none of the photos had been edited, and he just gave them to us. And by that stage, we'd moved up to Townsville, and I was pregnant, and I was like, you know what, I can't be bothered to try and chase this up. But to this day, I still don't have any of my wedding photos on display because
they're just not.
It's a bad memory.
I want to edit them to fix them up. But so 13 years later, still don't have my wedding photos up. But
you have quite the story to tell.
It was a good night.
It
was just like whatever could go wrong did go wrong. But at the end of the day, it's memories.
It sounds like you handled it really well on the night, though. Like, I mean, at the end of the day, it's how we react to those situations. It sounds like you kind of just went, you know what, it is what it is, and we're going to have a good time anyway. Is that how
definitely.
it was?
Like, you know what? And there was like another thing, like this is a bit, I don't know if it's my mother-in-law wasn't allowed to come to the wedding because of personal reasons. And like the week before, she said that she was going to come and she like jumped ship from New Zealand and came over to Australia. And so we're like, oh God, she's going to crash the wedding, blah, blah, blah. But we had an amazing, who's the person that handles like all the preparation? Like
event coordinator.
The wedding coordinator.
Yeah.
She's like, you know what? Tell me her name and what she looks like, and I've got people at the front, and you won't even if she does arrive, you won't even know if she got there.
Did she?
That was, I don't know. To this day, I didn't ask. So,
I love that.
it was like one of those things that was I'm like, I hope this just doesn't spoil it.
Yeah.
And I didn't have to worry about it in the end because she did an amazing job handling it.
Fantastic.
Wow.
Yeah. So I might not have all the best photos in the world, but I definitely have the best memories. So.
And the best story.
And the best story.
Absolutely. If that's going to happen on your wedding day, nothing after that day really matters. I mean, it's just everything, like you said.
Life is definitely, I don't know, Maura, I speak to you a few times on the radio. Life definitely likes to throw my family some curveballs. But like, I guess if I could handle that pressure that day, like you said, I can handle anything.
100%.
And I do have to try and be pretty tough with things.
Yeah.
My husband was saying to me the other day, because he was getting a bit stressed out. We're in the process of selling and buying a house.
Yeah.
And he was getting a bit stressed out about it all. And I said, you need to just get over it. And he's like, I'm grateful. You just seem to be able to roll with punches. I'm like, well, I have to, because like, I'm no good to anyone if I get upset and just
No.
go on
That's
things.
exactly
Like,
right.
You know,
Yeah.
something bad happens, have a cry, have a scream, and then work out, what am I going
Figure
to
it
do
out.
next?
Yeah.
How am I going to fix it? So
Yeah, you absolutely sound like that
maybe
person.
that's why we're the mothers. Yeah.
Well, Lisa, thank you so much for your story. That is
Wow.
just
That's all right.
amazing.
Mind-blowing story, actually. Absolutely mind-blowing.
It's hard to believe that it happened, but yeah. At least we got the candid photos of all that happening.
Yes.
Well, that was my next question. I was going to say, did you have friends that were able to take some nice photos on their phones that you could have?
Well, luckily, the photographer, that was the photos that he did take. He got a nice picture of my sisters behind.
Nice.
In all its glory.
Beautiful.
And her hanging out of the golf cart. And, so we did get some very nice candid photos of all the funny things that happened. And unfortunate, but Anyway, thank you for having me.
No, thank you for joining us. Really appreciate it.
I mean, the story was a bit,
it's horrendous, but we loved it.
But it was fantastic to hear.
All right, Lisa, we'll speak to you again soon. Thank you, darling.
Thanks, Lisa.
Thanks, ladies.
Bye. I don't know. If I was Lisa, I probably would put the photo of the wet bums on the wall, you would.
Oh, you would,
and I would love
that's
to.
A fun.
And why is the best man dressed completely differently to everybody else? I would want to do that.
Yeah, well, that's right. I mean, he'd made such an effort to get there.
I know.
And then to kind of go, sorry, you're
not being in the photo. No, put him in there.
Well, and why not just cut off from the shoot?
Exactly. That's it. Now, if you know someone who's getting married, share this episode with them. Learn from all of. Nothing. She couldn't control anything.
No, and she handled every situation amazingly.
I really want to know more about the sister and the best man. I reckon something happened there.
I reckon.
Oh no, he had a girlfriend, didn't he? Because she was in the car driving down from Bristol. Oh, so maybe.
No. That was the other person with the shirt. Who
okay.
The shirt.
Oh, there's so many people, so many clothes, so many cars. We'd love you to join us on future episodes as well. Please take a moment to rate it. Share it on whatever podcast app you're using. Share it on social media. We've got plenty more stories for you next week.
Thank you.
All loved up and ready to propose? Or maybe you're searching for the perfect wedding ring. My Jewellery Shop are your engagement and wedding ring experts. At My Jewellery Shop, it's your time to shine. Gold Coast Highway, Nobby Beach, and myjewelleryshop.com.au.
Woodwork Podcasts.